All right, good afternoon. Coming up to 5 o'clock on Tuesday, the 13th of June, 2023. We are monitoring a couple severe thunderstorms that are impacting the far northwestern Texas Panhandle with softball size hail and a possible tornado. And storms in portions of northeast Texas and the Ark-La-Tex that have a history of producing golf ball to softball size hail, because that's the theme of the last 2 days, and I'm afraid it's not going to get any better tonight. All right, mainly at this point, we've got three severe storms, one approaching Henderson, one over the city of Tyler, technically a third one going up right over Brownsboro to Chandler, and if you want to be technical, a fourth just northeast of Lone Star, a strong storm over Douglasville, Marietta, a very angry severe storm just north of DeKalb crossing over the Red River on 259, and another severe storm just northwest of Clarksville. The strongest of these storms are producing golf ball to baseball size hail over the last hour. We even had a report of softball size in northeast Tyler, though haven't had any visual evidence to confirm that yet. We've got most of these storms along the Red River moving northeast at about 45 miles an hour. The storms along I-20 moving east-southeast at about 45 miles an hour. And all this activity is going to continue on for a while. You notice in the Metroplex, we're mostly quiet right now, but we're trying to get a few attempts at bubbles. If that happens, we get a storm to go up. It could have some hail, too, just because that's the theme of the last few days. In the Texas Panhandle, a very nasty, severe storm with a history of producing softball-size hail and a tornado could impact Highway 54 northeast of Dalhart all the way up to Stratford over the next 1 hour. All right, let's take a look at what we're expecting for the remainder of tonight. I'm afraid we are nowhere near being done. These storms we're dealing with now. We might get a little bit of a break during the evening hours, and then after midnight, early tomorrow morning into the pre-dawn hours, just like we did this morning, it is going to be unpleasant, most likely. High-res rapid refresh model is starting to do better with the real-time performance, so we're going to show you that simulation now as we go into tonight. Don't be surprised if this is off a bit, and again, this is a model. Models are helpful, and sometimes they're right. In this case, we're probably going to see storms fire up again after midnight to 1 a.m. in North Texas. The potential for these to impact parts of the DFW Metroplex as they move east-southeast. Unfortunately, ingredients will continue to be favorable for significant severe weather, mainly in the form of giant hail up to the size of softballs, meaning some folks could very well be getting really bad hail between 3 and 6 a.m. in the Metroplex. But again, can't rule it out a bit sooner. And hey, you know what? Maybe if we can get lucky, the weather model will be completely wrong and we can just be done with all this. But I'm afraid that's probably not going to happen as we have another wave or two of storms to go before we get into tomorrow afternoon when things may finally start to quiet down. And then it's just going to be 100 to 110 degrees for like the next 2 to 3 weeks across the entire state of Texas. But again, we'll be keeping an eye on things here at the Texas Storm Chasers. We encourage you to do the same. You can do so on the Texas Storm Chasers website with our free interactive weather radar, texasstormchasers.com/radar, and on the free Texas Storm Chasers mobile app. Again, we may see a bit of a break this evening, but additional severe storms with big hail are likely after midnight into Wednesday morning across portions of Texoma, North Texas, Northeast Texas, and the Ark-La-Tex.